Hello everyone, and welcome to your second royal reading today here at MadWorldTarot. And the big news that we've all been waiting for, apparently the Netflix deal is dead. And this comes from Rob Shuter, who is the former editor of the OK magazine, the US edition of the OK magazine, and industry insiders. Well, a Netflix insider has apparently told Rob Shuter that his Netflix bosses are just waiting for the credits to roll on the contract. They have no appetite for anything new. And then he goes on to remind us that viewing numbers were dismal for Harry's show Polo and for Meghan's show With Love Meghan. I looked at that a few days ago, and he said Harry and Meghan went from buzzy to background noise. They are now background noise. Now, this, as I say, is from a showbiz kind of, or an industry insider told to Rob Shuter, and it's being reported by the Daily Mail now as well today. So if the Daily Mail's reporting it, then they seem to be quite confident that this is true. So we're going to take it as true. Yesterday when I was reading, I got the Four of Swords for the deal, which is a done, dead, finished, no more of that, thank you. So it's not surprising for me as a tarot reader. I'm going to do a Celtic cross. I'm going to look at Harry and Meghan and see how they are handling this news, because it's a very public humiliation, a very public failure, and I'm guessing that they knew about it some time ago, and I'm guessing that it's one of the reasons why we had that leaked balcony scene trying to cozy back up to par, cozy back up to the royal family. I have the Mystic Mondays tarot on the tarot table. It's quite glitzy, it's quite glossy, it's quite trashy. Lady C, when she was commenting on the story of the deal being dead, said, well, they're just going to sink even lower. There's going to be more twerking. They're going to get even more trashy in a desperate attempt to stay in the news and to stay on the front page of whatever trashy magazine or tabloid newspaper they can get to print their stuff. So anyway, big moment, I would say, if this is true. So I suppose we have to throw in allegedly on the tarot table. We're going to do a Celtic cross. As I said, we're going to look at how they are handling the news, how they felt when they got the news, how they're going to react individually, Harry and Meghan, how they feel about it and where they're going to head and what it means for them, basically, with the Mystic Mondays tarot, all of a Tuesday evening. A bit late here at MadWorldTarot with the second reading, because we had some DIY to do in between the readings. Let's just say a cupboard door came off its hinges unexpectedly unhinged. Is it a metaphor? I think it is. Is it me that's unhinged? Is it Meghan? Is it Harry? Who knows what's going on? But it's, of course, tarot. It's for fun and entertainment. And what else do I need to say? It's all opinion. It's all speculation. I just read energy here, of course. And disclaimer in the box below. Let's see how the Parkles are handling this latest setback. Got the Six of Wands. And it's funny because when I read on Madame and all of these debacles, these things that a lesser mortal would collapse under the weight of, slink away, never to be seen again in public, she's just indifferent, nonchalant. Oh no, it's fine. No negativity. Six of Wands is the victory card. You know, doing a lap, a victory lap, basically. So does the news penetrate? Reality ever intrude for someone who is allegedly quite high on the narcissist spectrum? Not diagnosing, just speculating, of course, with the Six of Wands. It is a card of showing off. It is a card of ego displays and triumph, basically. Real or not, very odd energy to show up in a reading like this. So let's get to the heart of it for Harry and Meghan situation that they are facing. death, and it's in reverse. This is a stuck energy, death. Death is about transformation and endings. Endings, difficult endings, bitter endings, endings of things that no longer serve, things that need to end. And it's in reverse. Refusal to let go, refusal to acknowledge that this is over, this is finished, this is a disaster. You need to let it go, you need to move on from it, you need to find something else to do. Can't face it, can't accept it, can't acknowledge it. We're not discounting the fact that there might be one-offs like the Princess Diana thing that the has-beens allegedly trying to film. He was allegedly filming bits of it in Angola and trying to cart it around to other streaming companies. So he's not letting go seemingly. She's not letting go seemingly either. It's a big card, death. It's major arcana. Very difficult card, very difficult energy. So stuck, basically stuck in this situation. And what's their challenge? What are they facing, or what are they not facing? And we've got the Nine of Cups in reverse. This is a dream. This was Meghan's dream. I doubt it was ever Harry's dream to be producing content for Netflix. I doubt that as a prince of the realm the thought ever occurred. But certainly for someone like Meghan, Hollywood baby, that would have been her dream. If she wasn't going to get those A+ list film roles, then certainly to be very fancy, very highly paid executive producer for Netflix or similar, and to be starring in her own food show. Amazing opportunity, dream come true, and it's in reverse. She can't let go of this dream. She can't believe that this dream has failed. How can it have failed when she's so beautiful and talented and whip smart and so loved? It's amazing how ungrateful the viewing public is, or how dense we all are not to appreciate the talents, the abundant talents of the magnificent Miss Markle. So behind the scenes, what's going on down here, the hidden energy in this reading. We got the Hermit, and it's in reverse. That's Harry's energy, and that's Harry who is, I kind of get in that card, the energy of that card. I think it's why we had to have this tarot on the table, that Harry's doing a disappearing act. I mean, she's got her back to us, as she often has. But it's giving me the idea of disappearing. And the Hermit does retreat, the Hermit does disappear. It reflects, it goes away. I don't know why I'm saying it. He, or the Hermit, goes within, has to have a big long think, and to find truth and meaning and purpose and all that stuff, guidance. But I'm really getting from the fact that this card, it looks like it does, and from the fact that it's reversed, that he's really just disappearing. He's disappearing from this world. He may have disappeared from Montecito. He popped up in Angola allegedly because she was so upset about things to do with the Netflix deal that he did a disappearing act. It's really coming through here that he's doing a disappearing act from this whole situation. Very powerfully coming through. That she is the one who still thinks that she can snatch victory from the jaws of defeat, so to say. And that's why we got the Death card there, and the Nine of Cups in reverse as well. He's, I'm out of here. I'm just going to disappear quietly. Goal, focus, minds. Where are the minds now? What are they thinking about, looking at? Hanging on for all they're worth. The Four of Pentacles is the hanging on card. The control card. Not going to let go of this opportunity. Not going to give up. And I want it still. And I want my status. Both of them, I would say, together, whatever the status is, whether it's the HRHs and the Prince and Princess and the Duke and Duchess and the all that stuff. I want that stuff. Can't let go of that stuff. The deal might be a big giant flop. We're going to pretend it's not on the one hand. We're going to disappear on the other. And then together we're going to maintain that we are solid, because the Four of Pentacles is all about being stable and solid. And nothing's rocking this ship. I'm mixing so many metaphors. We are together, we are solid, we are in control, we are wealthy, we're going to cling on to our titles and our assets and our possessions and our rewards and all the stuff that we've got. Cannot possibly be seen to be panicking. Basically, snoring, sorry. It always just goes into a big snore when I start this, which I could really take quite personally, but I won't. So how did they react when they got the news? This is the past energy, recent past, of course. Six of Cups in reverse. This is about friends and the falling out of friends. It's interesting that we've got really 2 cups in the Six of Cups here, and it's in reverse. Ted Sarandos was friend, and Ted Sarandos has let them down. This is, I can't believe that an old friend, an old and dear friend can stab us in the back like this. I'm not saying that that's what they said literally, but that's the energy that's coming through. The Six of Cups is about, we go back so far together, and I thought we were friends and we had all those happy times together, and then I'm losing my voice, and those good memories and everything so wonderful. And now you hurt us like this and you let us down like this, and we can never forgive you kind of energy. That's what's coming through. This is pain and betrayal and rejection, and a bit of a taste of perhaps how the royal family or some members of the royal family might have felt along the way. But I doubt that either Harry or Meghan would be able to see that. That's my personal opinion coming through, of course, and this is all my personal opinion. How are they going to react to this news? What are they going to do? They've already had the little hustle to London meeting with what's-her-face, Meredith Maines, to reconcile with Pa in a bit of a panic. What are they going to do? Lady C says they're going to get even tackier and trashier. What are they going to do? Oh, we got the Two of Wands in reverse. They don't know what to do, which is quite funny. This is their falling out card as well. It's the partnership. It's the plan. That was their road that they were on. They were, it was all laid out, and it was all laid out a long time ago. Before I heard the news today, I was getting ready to do readings on that lip reading thing, the timing of all of that and what was really going on. And I am going to do that reading probably tomorrow. Quite interesting. This was a plan that the wheels were set in motion a very long time ago, way back, at least in 2018, in my opinion. And the plan is now unraveling, and the partnership, because the Two of Wands is very much about partners, I will say in crime, but I don't mean it literally. I mean in their crime, in air quotes, of exiting, leaving the royals, abandoning the royals, some people say, including myself, and going off to seek their fortune in California. And it's all unraveled, and it is going to continue to unravel to the extent that they may go their separate ways, at least in a business sense, at least in terms of where they put their energy. Has been trying very hard to pretend that he's a humanitarian and he's a diplomat and he's very important and he moves in government circles and at the state level, and look at him schmoozing with dignitaries and shaking hands with presidents and stuff like that. Where's she going to go? So let's look at them individually. Harry, how's he impacted by this news? What's he going to do? Harry down here. Three of Pentacles team. He's back. He's back as a I was going to say a half-wit, a half-working royal, a half in, half out. He's going to pretend, at least. I know people get agitated and think that it's all a conspiracy and whatever, but he's going to do his level best to pretend, I say pretend, that he is part of the team. Again, the team being the working royals. He's not, but we're going to see stunts like we saw in Angola. More of that. Three of Pentacles is about collaboration, working together, being part of something bigger than yourself. So that's what he's going to do. He's going to try his best to forget about the whole Netflix thing and resurrect his royal self. What's she going to do? Herself, the Six of Wands lady, Knight of Pentacles. She's going to cling for dear life to him. the Knight of Pentacles. She has nothing else. How very funny. That is Harry's energy. He's shown up twice here. She's shown up as, you know, I'm going to still be victorious. I'm still going to win. I'll still be on that balcony in 2027. I'm going to manifest it. It's on my vision board, stuck on the fridge. She's probably doing strange meditations at night, listening to things and, you know, manifesting, you know what I mean. Possibly you know who I mean as well, but we won't go there. Knight of Pentacles, she's going to cling on to him for dear life. She's got nothing else. That is her ticket still. Her ticket back into the royal family, her ticket onto the balcony. And don't panic about the balcony. Her ticket to somewhere. She failed to achieve her own dream, which was to be in the biz, showbiz. She's failed. There he is. Not going to let him out of her clutches. So hopes and fears for the lovely two, the delightful duo. 8 of Pentacles want to be back as working royals or money. They've got to make money somehow. And of course, working royals is how they get close to the money and the bling and the good times again that they tossed away so recklessly all those years ago. 8 of Pentacles, money. How are we going to make money? Lots and lots of money. We need to print money. And of course, the royals do that quite literally. Well, not them exactly, but you know, they get their faces on the money. So Princess Anne, most recently, we want some of that. That's the hope. What is the future? What does the future hold for Brand Sussex that has failed now so spectacularly on Netflix? What does the future hold? Oh, the Hanged Woman is interesting. Possibly another reason why this particular tarot leapt at me, and it hasn't leapt at me for months, literally, and possibly even years. The Hanged Woman, not the Hanged Man. The one who's in limbo. The one who's powerless. The one who might feel she's being punished is Madame. Not him. Not the Hermit. The Hermit is the one who's still got something. Well, he thinks. He's still got the 3 of Pentacles gig that he can slide back into. Do some light roiling. Or quasi-roiling or pseudo-roiling. Don't get anxious and think it's actual roiling. It's pretend roiling. And of course there are people who are going to take advantage of it. If you can get a has-been to show up and use some tin pot dictator somewhere. I'm being snarky, and the has-been shows up and makes the same speech he's made 1,000 times. You at least get some clicks on, you know, you get some notice. You might get some money from somewhere. I don't know. She's the one, for all her 6 of Wands over here, she's the one who's without a plan. She doesn't have a plan right now. Hanged Woman. She's in limbo. She's cut loose. She's adrift. She doesn't know what to do. And I quite like that energy for her. I have to say, my own bit of Schadenfreude for the day or the evening. And I'm going to leave you. She's left hanging. I won't leave you hanging. I'm going to enjoy my Schadenfreude while it lasts. And I hope to see you again tomorrow.